Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star, and welcome to March Madness. Y'all had to take my little beanie off because I was just like, I just look so rough and I don't like it. Okay, anyways, the message I heard is I might get a bottle of paint on my car. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. That's okay. The scripture comes from Amos 5 and 4. This is what the Lord says to Israel: Seek me and live. Do not seek Bethel. Do not go to Gilgal. Do not journey to Beersheba. For Gilgal will surely go into exile, and Bethel will be reduced to nothing. Seek the Lord and live, or he will sweep through the tribes of Joseph like a fire and devour. It will devour them, and Bethel will have no one to quench it. Okay. So, God is saying for somebody to seek Him, and live. I feel like this is a situation where, um, like, even in the message that I heard, I just feel like for somebody, you may be thinking about going above and beyond. Like, it may be above and beyond, like, because when I heard that, I was thinking about getting a car painted. Y'all know I've had several painted cars. Like, I enjoy taking out the time, effort, and energy to go down to the paint shop and mix the paint myself. Like, I've done that. I did that for every single car that I had custom painted. And I just feel like God is saying that you don't need all that, okay? And it's not that you don't need all that in a sense, like you can't ever have something that is nice and you can't ever have something that is flashy. But I just feel like God is saying at this point in time, you don't need all that because it could potentially cause problems for you. One thing that I noticed when I had my slabs, okay, is that um, even before I got my Cadillac painted, I went out one night and somebody was tried to break in my car before I got to it. When I was on the way to the car, um, there were like a group of men standing by the car. However, I was walking by myself, and out of nowhere, these two women just like, they were not, I swear, I did not see them leave the club. I did not see them in the club. I'm walking to my car, and out of nowhere, they're walking behind me. And it was like they were walking so close to me that it looked like they were with me. Once again, I did not see them in the club. I did not see them outside the club. I did not see them anywhere near me until I was approaching my car. So as I'm approaching my car, I get in the car, I start the car, I get ready to pull off, and I look around, and these two women have disappeared. Okay. And I just feel like had they not have been there, it's no telling what could have possibly happened to me, because I had a feeling that those men that was standing near my car were the exact men that tried to break into my car. But they ain't know that old school caddy was made of steel. Okay, they could not get it. Okay. They couldn't get it up. They couldn't get it up. And that was before it was even painted. And after I got it painted, I low key did not really after, especially after that experience. And then there was another experience where someone tried to kidnap me, and after like those few experiences happening, by the time I had my car painted, I wasn't even going out to the same places no more. I was like, I'm good on this. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm all the way good. Okay. And I feel like that helped me a lot because it potentially kept me from being around people that would, feel some kind of way about me having a car that's painted. And the crazy thing about it is I work really hard on that car. Like, y'all know, I put thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars into that car. I struggled to get the car fixed. It was very stressful to keep the car up. And that's just me being real. Like, it was something that I worked hard for, that car specifically. The other two cars different because I got them from my settlement money. But my Cadillac, I did not get that from settlement money. I did not have some endless fund of money to use to, get it fixed up and to repair it. And like, it was a lot of work. But everybody doesn't think about it like that. You know, everybody isn't going to think, oh, well, I know she's worked really hard to get a car. I know that she has always wanted a car. I know she's been wanting a car for a while. I'm very, like, you know, some people are just not happy for you. It doesn't matter. Like, even with my scooter, I remember last week, me and my husband went to go eat at this bar. Like, low-key is a bar that we actually had one of our dates when we were friends, okay? And we go to reminisce, and we're in the bar, we have a good time, we leave out the bar, we go back to my scooter. Somebody then took out the time, effort, and energy to pour soda on my scooter and leave a bunch of trash and stuff by it. And I was like, who is this miserable that they are upset about me having a scooter? A scooter. It's not even a car, it's a scooter. It's a scooter. And to me, it's just like, it's literally so I can get around. Okay? It's literally so I can get around, because I cannot walk for long periods of time. My ankle will start aching. I was trying, before I got my scooter, I would try to go out with my husband, and I would be in so much pain, regardless if it was my ankle or my knee, because I cannot walk for long distances the way that he can. And once I got my scooter, it helps. Like, even though I can't take my scooter into some places, I still have to walk at certain points in times. When it really come down to it, I need that thing, okay? And you know, it just baffles me when that somebody would feel some kind of way about somebody like me. Like, my right foot is literally stuck in a position, like it's like in a position to where it's supposed to be in a heel. Like, I am limping all day, every day, in constant pain all day, every day. So, you know, for anybody to feel some kind of way about me having this little piece of um like this just moment where I'm not having to be in pain, it is like, I don't understand it. I cannot comprehend it. I was never that kind of person. And you know, it just comes from, you know, me. And it's like, this is not even me knocking anybody that is in a wheelchair at a young age. Like, you know what I'm saying? I at one point was in a wheelchair at a young age. I did not like how it felt. It made me feel very insecure. It made me feel very sad. It made me very depressed. And because of that, I would prefer to have my scooter. And you know, it, like, once again, it doesn't knock anybody that is in a wheelchair. It's not me trying to talk down on anybody that has to go through that, you know, that has to experience that, or that can't have a scooter. But me personally, I am 31, about to be 32 on the 30th, and I like have nightmares about things. Like, I'm already at a position to where I'm trying not to think about the fact that I may not be able to walk when I get older. I may not be able to be as mobile as I am now when I get older. That scares me. That is something that I don't want to think about. And you know, getting back to the message, I just feel like God is saying that from everybody is not going to see what you got going on from your perspective. Everybody is not going to see and be like, oh, well, she been having a hard time getting a car. She been waiting all this time. She had the money several times, and then it's just something always like, no, everybody is not going to look at it from your perspective. Everybody is not going to understand your perspective. There are some people that are just going to be saying stuff just to say stuff. Like, and I said this before, and I say it again. A lot of times when people are trying to talk down on me, or when they looking at me some kind of way, or they feeling some kind of way about something, or, you know, they're making fun of me, I'm not going to correct them. I'm not going to take out the time, because logically, anybody that knows me knows that I was in a bad car accident. Anybody that knows me knows that I was in a hospital for months. Anybody that knows me knows that I had a hard time scooting out of the bed, let alone walking. I had to teach myself how to walk. I had to teach myself how to move around, and I had to teach myself how to be able to walk in heels. I had to teach myself how to be able to do so many things, and it was a very it was a very emotional time for me. Okay, it was a lot for me. And I'm not going to, I don't feel like I should have to explain myself to anybody, because I know what I went through. I'm not about to explain myself. I'm not about to stress myself out trying to find all the pictures and trying to find my doctor's papers and please, you know what I'm saying? Spare me. I'm not gonna stress myself out doing that, because if you don't want to believe it, you're not gonna believe it regardless if I show you a picture or not. If you don't want to believe it, you're not going to believe it regardless if you talk to the doctor yourself. If you don't want to believe it, you're not going to believe it. And if you just feel some kind of way about me and you trying to find some kind of way to talk about me and look down upon me, that's what you're going to do. And I ain't going to say nothing to try to stop you. You know, do what you do. Whatever makes you happy, whatever floats your boat. I'm not about to allow it to affect me, and I'm not about to stress myself out trying to correct it. God is saying that there is a blessing that somebody has been waiting on. This blessing is something that is going to be very useful. This is something that you need. This is not just something that is a luxury. This is a necessity. God is saying be careful with making it too flashy or having something too flashy or going all out with this thing, because you may experience a backlash. You may experience people looking at you a certain way, feeling a certain way about you, or talking about you a certain way, or you know how, or thinking that you all that, okay? Thinking that you think your head is in the clouds. Thinking that, like, you know, and that's a whole other subject, because y'all already know, like, your girl, I have very few name brand purses and clothes, but I do still have some. And for the most part, the clothes that I do have that are name brand is kind of like, if I'm going to pay the same price for something that is off brand, why not just get the brand that I like? And to me personally, I don't have as much clothes. I used to have a ridiculous amount of clothes. Like, y'all already know I had to rebuild my entire closet. I came back home with 3 outfits. But before I even left, I had 3 closets filled with clothes. I had shoes, hundreds and hundreds of pairs of shoes, fur coats that you couldn't, like, purses, like, all kind of stuff. And you know, to me, the amount of clothes that I have now is nothing compared to what I had before. Even the way, like, the clothes that I wear now is not as luxurious as the clothes I used to wear before. Before, you couldn't keep me out of a Dillard's, a Macy's, a Nordstrom's and stuff like that. Like, you couldn't keep me away from there. You could not keep me out of places where I would go and get all kind of other stuff. You know, like, I'm just saying, like, I used to go in, and I just feel like, you know, now I'm not even on that level no more. But, you know, how do I say it? Like, God is just saying that you may attract the wrong kind of attention if you go all out. And this is not even God saying that you can't go all out. This is not God saying that he doesn't want you to be happy. He isn't saying that he doesn't want you to love what you have. God is saying that he is warning you that if you go all out, okay, you may experience some backlash. If you go all out, you may experience some people that may feel like your head is in a cloud. There may be people that may think that you think a certain way about yourself, even though you don't. And you just have to think about that. And, you know, I know that it's unfair. It's not fair that you can't just simply live in peace. Like, just like I feel like it's unfair that I can't simply be peacefully the girl that have a pink scooter, because if I'm going to buy a scooter, that there were other scooters I could have bought. They had pink, they had white, and I think they have like a blue color and a black color. Why not get the color I want? Like, that's just, I'm going to buy the scooter regardless. Why not get a pink scooter? And why should it be looked at a certain way because I have the pink scooter instead of the black scooter? Why? Like, I don't understand it. But, you know, God is saying that you may not understand it, but you have to understand that they are not going to understand your thinking and your logic as well. And if it's somebody that is just trying to pick on you, they going to pick on whatever they can anyways. And that's why I said this is not even just God saying don't do it and you can't do it or he forbids you. He's not saying he forbids you. He's just telling you, you already know if it's people that pick on you now, they're going to pick on you about that, okay? And that's basically what it is, okay? It's basically what it is. God is saying You may have to deal with that. Depending on what it is exactly, you may also have to deal with people trying to steal it. Okay, you may actually have to deal with people that are trying to destroy it. Especially if it's something like a car or something that will be left unattended, kind of just like how my scooter was left unattended. And we were literally around the corner. It's no, like, we were literally right there and somebody still did that. And it's just like, I just feel like God is saying that you never know who is feeling some kind of way. And it's no way that that was somebody that we even knew, because we were downtown. So it was kind of like random, just random. A random person just felt some kind of way about seeing my pink scooter and poured all kind of stuff on it and left trash over there. Like, just, and you know, I get it. Like, you know, miserable people will do miserable things. However, you don't want to bring the kind of attention to your stuff to where it's destroyed, because you know, um, you might end up with somebody trying to key your car, uh, throw rocks in the glass, somebody trying to flat the tires. You come out, like, you know, you never know what's going on. And you never know what kind of experience. I remember I had a friend that came outside and their car was on bricks. Like, you, like, and it wasn't even to its fullest potential yet. And you know, like, you never know who watching you and who is really feeling some kind of way about what you're doing, who feels some kind of way about what you have, and who feels some kind of way about your goals and ambitions and all that kind of stuff. And you know, God is just saying, chill. Okay, that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.